There we go. Is it flashing? The camera?
No, oh yeah, like real light.
It is?
You are recording?
Yeah, now I am. Now I get to shoot some video with the new Casa 4K camera. Just hitting it out here with the free go. Got his 360 camera going. I can't believe I'm talking about getting another real bike, gas bike, should I say. I don't want to put down the e-bike fans, all the electric motorcycle fans, but yeah, thinking about getting a dual sport. Thinking about getting a KLX 300 or a DRZ 400, or probably the DR 650. The reason why I like the DR 650 is because the DR 650 is about the same weight as the DR 400. Stuff that you can do on both bikes. The KLX, I like it, but it's just, you know, it's a 300, so it's lacking some top end power. If you want to do like long rides on the highway, the DR 650 is probably not the best either, but still 70-75 you can cruise, no problem. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing that because I want to do some more moto vlogs. You know, we're doing the surron, but there's only like so many places you go. Unless you want to just ride out there in the street everywhere, but I want to venture off, look at different areas, things like that. I think what I want to do is go this way, up through these trails. See what he's got going on. You want to hit this trail spot over here to the right? You got your camera set up? Yeah, I think mine's still on. Nice. Feels a little different than what it normally feels like. Probably the back tire too is not good anymore, so it's losing a lot of traction in the rear. So it's about time to upgrade this back tire. I mean, these CST tires that come on the surron, the 19-incher, in my opinion, are trash anyway. But I wanted to try to get some use out of them before I just went ahead and got a, you know, whole new set of tires, but experience a little more how they are, how they feel and everything. But yeah, the back tire is pretty bald now. The front tire still has some life, and it's not that important, but I might go with change the rear tire first and then go back and do the front later, you know. But let me know what you guys think about what tire I should roll up on here with. But you know, I know Shinko makes a good tire, Dunlop. I'm not sure what the best one out there. I've looked at some different things, but there he is. I think he's trying to get his camera to go on. Trying to hit this trail spot down here and rip it through there a little bit. It's been a minute since we've been out here, so trying to take a different direction of the normal route there we normally go. So yeah, we're heading out there now. Try to avoid the dogs. I don't want to get bit up. Like this asshole with the e-bike. Sorry guys. Just going for a little bit on the trail. The dogs sometimes go crazy, as I've mentioned before, with the electric motor. Some dogs anyway just go crazy when they hear it. Hoping that this camera view's okay. But just kind of testing it out. I moved the camera to the helmet, to the top of the helmet. I had it on the chin. So just change it up a little bit. See if it's you know, getting more of a straight view. I was shooting a lot of the ground when it was on the chin, so I'm trying to adjust it, but woo. I haven't been back here in a minute. Shouldn't be too many people back here now because it's literally like looking like it could rain, and it was raining yesterday, so it's not really like a hiking day, so to speak, but we'll give it a whirl. There you go. My buddy was out here the other day. We put new tubes and tires on his bike, and he was gone for about 2 hours. Said he's gonna go for a little test ride, and was gone for 2 hours. I went searching for him. I thought something happened. I was like, oh, did I kill this guy's, mess his tires up and he crashed? So, nah, he was alright. He was just having so much fun. And these e-bikes, you know, you get on them and if you like riding, you start having fun, you don't want to come home. So, you know, yeah, like I was saying, think about transitioning to a street bike, or a dual sport, should I say, but I'm not going to get rid of the Surron. It's way too much fun, and I still like for what it does. I can go ride with the e-bikes and stuff like that, trails, and be discreet with it, you know, no sound. It's just nice to have. Very light, only weighs like a buck and a $1.20, $1.30. Literally just like pick it up and turn it around if you need to. But I'm missing the riding on the street and what a street bike does for you, you know, in that type of riding. So I think that a dual sport is perfect for me. Wow, it's a single track all day right here. When it's rained back here, it's just all mud, but right now it's pretty nice. Crazy little trail over here. I gotta take it a little easy with this back tire, but you know, I'm hit it a little bit, but the middle of the tire, I can just see that the tread is just worn down now. Not much knob area left. Like I said, tires on most bikes that you just come like pretty bad. So I know everybody ends up putting a new tire on the rear first, you know, or pretty quickly on most bikes. But for this type of riding on this light bike, you know, it shouldn't be sliding out too much. You know, it's not too wet out here. If it was really wet, I would be in some trouble, because as soon as it's wet and slippery and muddy, that's when this tire is just done. You know? But on the Frigo behind me, he's got fat tires, so I don't know how that handles, but it doesn't have a lot of knob there either, so sure it will get worn down eventually. We'll have to replace that. I did replace the tires on my friend's Outroad, like I said. That was an e-bike, so the first time I disconnected a rear hub motor, put some new tires on it, tubes, put it back together, and yeah, no issues. So it's pretty cool now to know how to do that. It's fun to work on these bikes yourself, you know, that's the cool thing about it. You learn to do the work yourself, you know, the maintenance, if you like that type of thing. But yeah, for me, I think it's fun and worth it, you know, save some money and it's easy to do. Woo. Gotta be careful leaning over here, boy. I know if I fall, it's gonna be a bad day. That's why I wear some padding out here. But the only thing I haven't got yet is my airbag vest. I got some new motorcycle pants that I haven't worn yet. They're ILM, but yeah, I like those. I tried them on. They're really thick. They have some vents for the summertime, and for the winter it looks like they keep it pretty warm, so that's cool. Got some new Fox gloves that are nice for this type of weather. Gonna have to get some winter gloves though. These are too thin for the winter, that's for sure. I think over here, I don't remember coming back this far, but we might be doubling back soon, because I think this is the end of this portion of the trail. Yeah, it looks like that's the end of it here. I didn't realize we got here so fast. I don't think there's anything over there, is there?
No, it just ends right there.
You know, we should go back to double back to the other side of the trail and then go up like the other way we normally go. You want to go first, or?
Whatever.
Yeah, go ahead. Change up the view a little bit. Potential spam. It's nothing. Spam call. No thank you. Busy right now. Yeah, we got a nice little shade back here. I'm still rocking some new glasses that I bought too, like sunglasses. They got like a foam padding on the inside, so that's pretty cool. Just to block water and stuff like that. It literally just smacked me in the face the other day, and it came in handy, so glad that I had them on. I don't know where my other glasses that I was wearing. I had a pair of Oakleys, and they took a dump. I don't know where they are. But yeah, they'll pop up somewhere. But these were cheap on Amazon. I got them for like 20-25 bucks, some glasses. Also these Fox racing gloves, got them on Amazon. They were about 25, so you know, not too expensive. But you know, when you get these bikes, you get a bike period, you start spending money here and there that you never even thought you were going to. It just comes with the territory. Got to be ready for it, you know. But the main thing is that if you're gonna ride out here, you have to be safe. You know, you want to be padded up, guarded, protect your eyes, protect all your legs and your arms. That's the thing. That's the main thing. Like, I have some nice knee and shin pads, but the motorcycle pants, they got a hip pad and they got knee and shin pads, so those are nice. I could still wear these underneath if I wanted to. And yeah. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you anybody rides dual sports or rides these e-bikes, and would you rather see me get a DRZ 400, a DR 650, or the KLX 300? I think those are the three bikes that I'm kind of caught up in between. But one of them is gonna come home, and I'm probably getting used too. Just add that in there too. But I really don't see the need to get a new one. Of course, the KLX, the 300 is fairly new anyway, so kind of got no choice but to get a newer one. But the DRZ 400, it can be used. They're bulletproof, literally. The DR 650, bulletproof. There it is. You smoking the surron out here. I'm scared of this back tire because it's getting bald and I don't have much traction in the rear. Yeah, so I'm just trying to take it easy. I don't want to go down out here. Yeah, he's got no leg pads on, some shorts, so yeah, he's gonna feel all of it if he goes down. Hope that doesn't happen, but yeah, I'm scared of it. I used to ride my street bike with no real protection. You know, I never had a motorcycle jacket when I rode. I just had like a normal coat, you know, some keep me warm, jeans. I mean, I never rode with pads, and it's crazy because, you know, I used to ride pretty quick on my bike, 100 miles an hour. Maybe I did 100 on it before. You know, and it's just like, you know, you start going those speeds, if you go down, you're probably done anyway. But even going 50, like, you want to have the pads on. If you don't have the pads on, it's going to be way worse. I think it builds the confidence of your ride too. Like, you know that, you know, you're geared up, you're ready to, and you're ready for anything. So another important thing that I'm not doing today is the shoes. You know, rocking these Adidas ain't doing me no justice, but you want to have some strong motorcycle boots or strong boots for trails or something, because you hit your foot on a rock or a big branch out here, that shit broke. Yeah, these trails are nice, but I want to hit some deep trails, like in different parts of the state. You know, we're in Maryland, but I want to go to Virginia, some other spots. I know that there's camping spots and mountains, and there's a lot of fun riding out there. So, yeah, once I get my dual sport, we going. He's over here booking it. I don't know where he went. He left me in the dust. I don't know what he found another gear on that bike. Woo. Yeah, you can go this way. Yeah. And then make a right. Yeah, exactly, yup. Yeah, this way, yup. Woo. But the surron, man, you know, it does the trick out here. You know, a lot of people talk about, oh, the surron isn't the best e-bike anymore, that much power. Like, yeah, I know that, but nobody's trying to go 75 on the street with an e-bike like this. I mean, I just don't choose to do that on a bike that weighs like 130 pounds. You know what I mean? The E-Ride Pro weighs a little more. I think it's up to maybe 150, 160 or whatever it is. But you know, if I want to do that kind of stuff, I'm just gonna get the dual sport. You know what I mean? But I like for what this is, how light this bike is. That's what I love about it. You know what I mean? The other bikes still, this is the lightest in its class with this much, with this power. There's a lot of nice e-bikes coming out there. You know, I'm sure something will probably come out so similar that it'll be like, all right, there it is. It's cheaper and the specs are like exactly the same, but I don't know. It's becoming more difficult. I feel like to get a surron too. Like nobody sells them. You know what I mean? It's easier to get the E-Ride Pro and the what do you call it? The Mantis and the what is it called? The Leopard? I don't know what it's called. Something Leopard, but that shit is fast right there. And you know, that one you gotta like unscrew the battery to get it out. It's like mounted in there, but for everything that bike does, and I watch reviews on it, I think it's kind of worth it. You know, the price is too high though. It's almost 6K. Like, I'm not spending 6K. I had enough problems spending 4,500 on this bike. You know what I mean? And like, it's awesome. I love it, but I'm thinking now, like, damn it, if I spend 4,500 on a dual sport, I could have did this and rode on the street. But honestly, I'm not taking a dual sport on this trail. This trail, nah. It's for bikes and hikers and stuff, but you know, we're in a weird gray area with this bike. But I give way to everybody on this trail, so you know, I'm courteous and polite. That's all you can do out here, but nobody's ever here. Very rarely. This is the key spot. A tree was down and I crossed over the broken tree, and my key fell out and I lost it for 2 days. Came back and found it. So crazy. Just by watching the videos, I knew where it had fell out at. Oh yeah, we're going to the edge with it. Woo!